Oh boy.
Nah, I'll throw the taser.
How dare you let that bitch get away? You're gonna throw the taser?
Yeah!
Oh my god. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do.
Shoot him.
What?
Let me do something.
Tell you what, everybody roll 1 die.
Clink, it's his gut.
We're gonna just
1.
8.
1, 8,
5.
5, and 3. So 1, 3, 8, 5. Okay, so you're gonna go first, then you, then me, then you. That's how that's gonna work. So Joseph, followed by Phil, followed by Hannah, and then Dominic. So what's
I'm going to
Just-
shoot the bastard.
you're going to shoot the bastard?
3.
3? Okay, and he got 4.
So he successfully takes it, or...
You go to shoot at him, and you miss because something whipped you, and you take a superficial damage. You don't know what the hell it was, but it stung like a mother. What's Phil doing?
I'm throwing a taser at him.
You're throwing a taser at him.
It's like the old Superman shows
Yeah,
where
yeah.
they run out of bullets, so we're going to throw the
I'm
gun.
gonna throw the
at
gun and he's gonna
Superman.
duck. Watch.
I hate to say it, I'm gonna use the vampire dice for this.
I'm also gonna start backing the hell up.
I cannot believe I caught that.
As it bounced.
Yeah. Two.
I'm assuming athletics, dexterity. 2.
Yeah, you take a superficial damage as something slapped into you.
Yeah.
It was sharp, you don't know what it was, and you missed.
It's okay, I started backing up also.
Hannah is about to leap down the stairs. Woo! I'm going to go ahead and say he won that because of crits. You guys are going to see what happens now as she goes to jump, and several of the plants inside the house lash out at her and wrap her up in vines. What are you doing?
I am gonna launch at him and activate Rapid Shift.
You're throwing yourself down the stairs and activating Rapid
Like
Shift.
going into Krinos.
What exactly does Rapid Shift do?
So, it says the user shapeshifts and the player makes a gift test against the difficulty of the form, which Krinos is 3.
Uh-huh.
On a win, the minor action penalty for the shift is disregarded. If the test fails, the user takes superficial damage equal to the margin of failure, though the shift dice penalty is still voided.
Okay, let's go ahead and do that, see how that works. So go ahead and do your shift.
It's dexterity plus glory.
Okay, do dexterity plus glory and see if you take any damage from it. You'll laugh like hell if you knock yourself out while shifting.
4 successes.
4 successes, what's the difficulty?
3 for Krinos.
3. Okay, you shift into Krinos, and you got
I'm going for
3 successes?
Yes. Stop it.
Oh my god.
Stop it. Stop it, Tony. Stop it.
6. Okay, so your Krinos form lunges past him as he moves out of the way, and you guys can see what happens here. As he flies past him, he moves out of the way, dodging the axe going back like this in one hand, and him hitting him like this. You did 3?
Yes.
And I did...
And that was only for the
5,
rapid
6.
shift.
You take 3 aggravated damage as he slices into you. Do a rage check for me.
Success.
Success? I'm going to go ahead and say you gain another rage. Which is good, because that'll make it so that you can stay in Krinos this round. Although you have to kill something every round for Krinos.
Spend a willpower as well.
Okay. So, he's taken his actions. So what is Joseph doing? You can see a grievous wound on your compatriot down there also.
Yeah, but I don't have any healing gifts, so...
I'm just letting you know this thing can cause damage to werewolves, and you've seen it now.
Yeah, so I'm going to keep my distance. I'm going to keep on firing at the asshole.
Okay, so you're shooting at him?
Yep.
Okay.
Seriously, stop it,
Did
Tony.
you get more than 4 successes?
Yes.
Then there's no point in me rolling.
You could get all 10s.
Yeah. 7 is your difficulty.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's a philodendrium that's on the counter that's just whacking you. So what did you roll?
I got 2 successes.
Okay, it just 5 superficial damage on you as it just starts whacking you. Living wood is a nasty power. And it's available to you guys, just saying. Alright. Phil?
We're all going to die here, it looks
From
like.
one bane, come on.
I mean,
The way that you're rolling tonight.
I'm rolling well. I don't know what to tell you.
die. Comes to mind.
What die?
Yeah. Life's a die and then you bitch.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going.
No, I was checking one of mine.
Okay, this basement in this house. No, I don't want to get into that yet. I am going to use a gift.
Okay.
I'm going to fetch bounty. So I'm going to call on Magpie. Please help me find the nearest herbicide.
Interesting. And what is the is there a role for that?
Probably. You know, there often is. 177. Here we go. With the aid of Magpie...
No, go ahead and read it out loud so we know what it is.
With the aid of local spirits, the guru is able to locate any mundane object they seek, receiving guidance by scent to the nearest instance of the item. Although the gift locates only non-living objects, it can be useful whenever the guru is in need of food, a vehicle, or a new set of clothes. A magpie spirit grants this gift. Renowned wisdom, 1 willpower, already marked off, full action, pool wits plus wisdom. The werewolf decides on an item, and the player makes wits plus wisdom at a difficulty depending on the rarity of the item with regard to the area and how specific they want to be. Finding a car might be difficulty 2, whereas locating a 75 Chevrolet Corvette approaches a 4 or 5. It might require hours of travel.
Okay, so we're looking at a 2-point difficulty because you're asking for generalities.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll that.
Okay, anyhow. Wisdom and wits.
That's cool. I like that power.
Yeah, I liked it too. So actually,
I also
range
like the
dice.
difficulty range because it's like, I need a key.
Question.
Any key. Here's your key.
The key.
I need my keys to my car before I'm late for work. That's going to be a higher difficulty.
Don't I generate an extra rage because I'm in Trios?
Motherfucker.
It says, or regenerate, sorry.
Yeah.
thought
I
it
think
said
you also
generate.
heal ag every round also.
Power of willpower.
Yeah. Regenerate 2 per rage check.
Okay, cool.
So technically, I want to say yes, 1 ag per round? I don't know. Up to you.
Generate 2 per rage check?
Regenerate.
Oh, that means you have to do a rage check,
Mm-hmm.
which means you could lose your rage also. But yes.
Yeah, I don't know how to do those. 4.
4? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I got a 1 and a 2 on red dice.
You
also. I
find
don't know if
yourself
that does something.
remembering the spirit of the magpie that taught you that it would always be there for you if you need something.
It probably taught me. I'll always be there if you need to steal some shit.
When Seth brought you into the Umbra
Fucking
and
magpies.
introduced you to your first few spirits, and you got to meet Magpie. Magpies are a small black bird that look like they're wearing a wife beater. Have you ever seen them?
Yes.
They're a black bird
they're
that look
kinda
like they're
cute.
wearing a tank top shirt.
They're kind of cute until they decide they want your sandwich anyway.
Well, a magpie flies in through the house and lands on a locked, well, not a locked, but like lands on a closed cabinet that's just to your right and starts pecking at it.
I'm going to go for that as soon as my next
Yeah.
turn comes around.
So that's how magpie lets you know. An actual magpie comes in and starts pecking at
Can
the
I
cabinet. you
high
need to
five
get
a
into.
bird as a bonus action?
Huh?
Can I high five a bird as a bonus action?
I'll just let you go ahead and high five that bird.
Chaos.
It raises its little wings and slaps its feathers into your hand. Okay, it's Hannah's turn.
I have to imagine that with all the best intent, though, it's still kind of fluffy.
Hannah is going to... How do you shift? Is it a rage?
First, you got to parse the
2
club
rouse
check.
checks.
2 rouse checks to shift?
Into Krynos.
Okay, not...
One for the other, for Grabber and Hispo, 3 for Lupus and Honey.
Oh, okay. I see.
Oh, yeah.
I see how it works. Okay, she is going to go ahead and do a rage check to turn Hispo. 2 dice to physical test. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. And I'm going to go ahead and give her an extra rage, because that was embarrassing as hell being tied up by azaleas or whatever. And she is just going to grow in mass and become a larger wolf, which pops all the vines and gets off her. At least I'm going to see if she gets out of that. Yes, she just shatters the vines, just fly everywhere, and she's just a larger wolf now. And I am going to say, since you're in Krynos in the basement and you're kind of hunched over, I'm going to give you a -1 in your rolls.
Okay. Since he is kind of
distracted, in physical
paying attention to them, I am gonna go bite the hand that's holding the axe.
Okay. So you're going to try to bite into him? Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that's...
And I'll go ahead and say that. Yeah, he's... I'm going to say he's distracted, so I'm going to take away 2 dice.
And that's going to be... Oh, sorry.
You got 2?
Activating Raging Strike, which is going to cost 1 rage.
Okay. What's your rage at?
3. Well, about to be 2 now.
Okay.
Cost 1 rage. And adds my glory to my brawl.
Okay.
So...
And you got a difficulty of 2. He rolled a 2.
3 now because I'm in Krynos because of your difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
So then a total of plus 6 more dice.
Damn. How many dice are you rolling?
4 strength, 4 brawl,
8,
and 4. Well, 2. No, sorry, 3 from Krynos.
Okay, so you're rolling 11?
Yes.
And you said you get to roll your glory?
Yes.
So
that's
plus
2 more.
2? Holy shit. So you're rolling like 12 dice?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Wait, let me make sure. 3, 4.
And he got 2 successes against this. I'm pretty sure
He's
Muller's
losing a
losing a
hand
hand.
or an arm. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 8?
8 successes. I'm going to go ahead and say you go ahead and chomp down on that arm pretty freaking bad, and it just comes clean off. The thing is, when you bite it, and you guys are going to notice this, when he bites in, the entire forearm from his elbow to his wrist just disappears in Dominic's mouth as he just like bends over and goes... And the hand just falls off with a dull thud onto the floor. But there's no blood. There is, however, a smell, a renewed sense of that composty smell. And there's this gritty brown stuff on the floor out of the stump. Like, he doesn't have blood anymore. Also, do you guys know what fairy fingers are? Okay, fairy fingers is a equine thing. It's like, they call it fairy fingers because of a Ferris is a person who comes and like cleans hooves and stuff. Oh. Have you ever seen a newborn horse?
Yep.
They don't have hooves. They have fairy fingers. It literally looks like Cthulhu is trying to escape out of their legs, out of their little stumpy legs. They have all of these little slimy tentacles that eventually the hoof grows over like a toenail to protect them. They call them fairy fingers. And they're these little pink, slimy tentacles.
So it's the quick.
Yeah. Except there's like 8 or 9 of them that come out of the foot. So when you bite that off and the hand comes down with a dull thud, there's this massive, a mass of like vines just kind of slime their way out of where that was. And you all start hearing a buzzing sound.
Bees.
So, what is Joseph doing now?
I use them what you think I use them? Ah. I read that the other day.
Joseph sees the thing happen. What do you do?
I'm still keeping a distance from that thing. He's got to be treats down now that he's lost a fucking arm. I'm going to try to take another shot at him.
Okay. What'd you roll? Did you roll a 1? 1 success. I'm just going to go ahead and say you missed. What does Phil do?
I need to buy more firearms.
You're opening the
Throw
cabinet?
that cabinet open, and I scoop every goddamn thing.
A light comes through the windows, picking up all the particulates of pollen and shining right on the case. And you could swear you hear a choir of angels singing. As you see just an entire cabinet of pesticides.
I'm just gonna give that inventory.
There's one of those pump tanks with the spray.
Oh,
We'll just go. I'll give you that.
Old school
I'll give you
ones.
that.
That sounds amazing.
All right, Hannah is going to lunge down and try to attack him. Holy shit! And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, she goes to attack him, but he sidesteps, and she starts thrashing. Like, she misses him and slams into a workbench that's underneath him. Clay plant pots fall and crash on the ground as she starts to just thrash and move. Does anyone want to throw an awareness check to see what's going on, or do you care?
I mean, I'm kind of...
You're busy. You're busy. That's fine. Okay,
I'm on my way back.
And then I guess he's gonna, or you're gonna go. What do you do?
Since I'm biting.
But I will say there is a very obnoxious buzzing sound coming from over by Hannah.
I am just gonna go claws into his neck.
Claw
Try to
into
rip out.
his- All right, go for it. Go for it. Now you haven't killed anything, and you've been in Krinos for 2 rounds
spend
also.
the willpower.
Spend a willpower to stay in
Control, yeah.
Okay.
5 successes.
5 successes. Okay, so you
Going for the neck.
You-
With claws.
claw into you go to claw into him, and you do some damage, and he looks at you so angrily, and at the end of this turn, the fairy fingers, as I described, turn into hardened wooden vines and reform into a 3-fingered claw. And out of his 5 fingers on one hand and his 3 fingers on the other, he now has these gnarly, thorned claws.
Mm-hmm.
And his head is leaning off to the side as he's staring at you, and there's just a puff of compost dust and then an escaping of bugs as you slash at him. So, Joseph. He looks like he should be dead. His head is hanging on by a little bit, but he's still there and pissed off.
He's practically healed.
Bugs are now starting to escape from his body. He's just regrown his arm back. But it's wood. And Hannah is having some kind of conniption fit fighting off a swarm of bees on the floor in the basement. But Phil found some weed killer.
There's a lot of weed killer.
There's a whole cabinet of weed killer.
I'm gonna grab a random weed killer and I'm gonna spray it right at him.
Yeah.
Is this a firearms thing still?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's dexterity plus firearms.
Fuck.
Make better use of your freebies.
No.
I'm not made for combat.
Phil grabbed one of those pump action things with the long wand.
Is that one success?
Joseph's not doing very well. How about Phil?
He forgot to shake it. You forgot to shake the can, man.
Yeah, you gotta shake the can. That's what's up. It takes 2 turns to operate this thing. You gotta shake the can once, and then you can spray. No, actually, I think that falls under the whole minor action, main action.
Yeah.
My minor action is spent shaking the can.
My action's about to
My
press
action
the
is
button.
pressing the button. Okay.
Lean into the stairwell and just start filling the fucking air.
Okay. You're just spraying in haphazardly? Oh, no. I meant it's one of those things that has the wand and the hose.
Oh!
Yeah, it's one of those. Not like one of those old-fashioned ones that you see in the cartoons.
That's what I thought.
No, sorry. Okay.
Off I go.
Dex plus fire.
Here, let me go get... okay, 3.
3?
Yeah. It's about as good as it gets for me.
3. Active player gets the reward. Ooh. So you spray him, and as he's looking at you with this like gnarled, almost like half zombie, half swamp thing look on his face, a stream of pesticide, herbicide, goes raining down the stairs and like right into his face and the neck where you slice.
Agent Orange, motherfucker!
And there's going to be an instant like gagging and bubbling as he starts to suffer from that. Hannah's gonna try to well, I mean, what did you roll for the herbicide?
All 3 of my dice came up successes.
Okay. All 3 of your dice?
It was a good day.
Do me a favor. Roll those 3 dice one more time.
One of them was even a 10.
Roll those 3 dice one more time. I just want to check something. Because this is a spray effect.
Oh, yeah. I got 1 success and 2 5s.
Okay. Let's see. 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 successes. Hannah is going to basically like some of the herbicide is going to spray towards where the insects are, and she is going to be able to shake off enough to be able to reach over and bite into his leg really hard. A spray of spores flying out. And what are you doing with Dominic?
I am mainly just trying to grab from the back and open his chest.
Oh god. Okay.
For him to keep spraying.
Okay. Go ahead. Do your thing.
I am spending all
Werewolf is
willpower.
violent.
So spending another willpower to stay in control.
Okay.
I am not using glory raging strike this turn. So
Okay.
2 dice less.
Hey! Crits!
That's
Holy shit!
That's 8 successes.
I rolled 2 sets of crits.
Jesus Christ.
Mueller's
Stop
in-
it. Oh, no. Stop it.
It's the big bad of the plot line. What do you want?
Sir, so that's...
Gwen's over here. Stop! Stop
What
it!
do I want? Artillery support.
4, 5,
Not allowed to roll
6,
anymore.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11.
And that's a crit with a rage.
11 successes?
And that's a crit with a rage.
Okay. I'm probably the best roll I've ever made with these game dice. And it means nothing. As you come up from behind him as he's just like eyeing Phil with, if looks could kill, you'd take several ag from this. But you...
I initiate stare down. No,
So, while you're looking down at this thing that you're spraying, this thing that you were wondering, should you kill it earlier?
I just said it's not whether we should, it's just we shouldn't be blasé.
Your Arun in this pack comes up from behind him in a bear hug. But
technically a wolf hug.
As it wraps around and he sinks his claws into his chest, this one here and this one here, and he just reaches in, pulls down, and rips open. Effectively,
I just did a reverse. I think I just did a reverse Blood Eagle.
You did a Blood Eagle in the front. It's not really a reverse. I feel like a reverse Blood Eagle is when you put the lungs back. Just say.
In my opinion, when you do it from the front.
You did it from the front, and this wad of meat and sticks and vines just kind of like with a dull thud, just a wet slap on concrete, just splat right on the ground in front of him, and the body just gives up and crumbles. There's still a body there. It's just a mass of twisted limbs and wood. Mm-hmm. And there's flesh and wood, and it's just there.
If a grunt can say words, I'd say spray, spray. Damn it!
Are we out of initiative?
We can definitely be out of initiative, depending on what's going on now. What are you guys doing?
That bit that fell out.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna walk up High Noon style and just spray it like it was into the forehead.
Okay. You're gonna
I can't think of a pithy one-liner though.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
What he said.
8.
So how close is it to getting dark?
It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's actually the sun's going down because of where we are. That is going to be a Dex plus, since you're initiating another attack.
That's probably the correct sentence right there. It's a Dex plus. 1. I got 1.
Okay. You go to spray it
2.
Point blank. Mm-hmm. And just as you're about to pull that trigger, you hear this horrible high-pitched squeal. And you need to give me a wits plus composure. Or not wits plus composure, a composure plus resolve.
Including rage, right?
Huh?
Including rage?
Including rage. Hannah, like, contorts on the floor and just looks like she's cringing from the sound.
4 successes.
4 successes you can definitely maintain, but you are highly uncomfortable. If you had to do something right now, you would be down 2 traits.
Okay.
Because of this ear-piercing, horrible scream.
Goddamn banshee.
As it darts around the corner. Fuck! Leaving a slime trail of blood and sap in chloroform as it just gets around the corner, and you guys hear a thud. What do you do?
Kill it!
I'll give you guys one more action.
I inspire my team.
What do you guys do? I'll just go ahead and count this as free action. But
I'm going to try to shoot the slime thingy that's now trying to escape.
Okay. Hannah is shifting back into Hamid this round.
1 success.
4 successes.
As a slime.
It's like this big.
Imagine the thing, just the head just walking out.
Kind of.
That's pretty much it.
You went to shoot it? Is that what you did?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so you turn the corner and you fire, and just as your bullet strikes the mirror that it had run into, you see the mirror ripple like water, and it disappears through the glass as your bullet shatters it.
I'll shift into Lupus.
Hannah, at this point, is Hamid, grabs some I love kale quilt or whatever that's hanging up down here, and wraps it around herself.
Right. I haven't done the right for her yet.
And screams and points and yells, it's escaped into the Umbra.
I'm going to try to get a cleanup crew for this. We can't go chasing it.
I can get us to the Umbra. Well, we have to get it before it gets away.
I'm just pretty much like...
And the gauntlet is really low here.
Alright.
I'm gonna pick up my taser.
I'm in lupus form.
You're in lupus form? Why are you in lupus form?
I
don't care if you are, I was just wondering.
I thought that somebody was coming down, and I heard a thud.
No, the thud was it hit a wall.
Oh, I'm like, what? Oh, shit. And she went, he humming. I'm like, oh, shit, somebody's coming down.
Mm-hmm. What?
You need to go out, boy?
How long does her thing take to get us into the Umbra?
I'm looking for that right now. Uniquely, Guru are creatures of both flesh and spirit. This rite lets a pack briefly open a way between the physical world and the Umbra, allowing the werewolves to pass from one to the other or back again. As much about achieving a state of mind as about anything else, this rite has as many ways to perform it as there are packs. From drawing a complex geometric figures to mirror arrangements to hallucinogen consumption. Renowned plus occult. Oh, that's so awesome that I made her like a weird little pagan chick.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was talking about how she's got yeah, so she's got occult. That's awesome. This rite's difficulty is equal to the local gauntlet rating. An active Karen might be a 2, an urban alley could be a 3 or 4, whereas a sterile lab environment might go as high as a 6. The difficulty to return to the physical world from the Umbra using this rite is reduced by 2. A win on the test allows all participants to pass through the gauntlet, though nothing but their dedicated clothes can accompany them, unless a non-dedicated object or objects are aided by the gifts or other supernatural effects. Each brutal outcome causes participants to suffer a level of aggravated damage as they cross over, but does not cause an automatic failure of the rite. So she is going to roll her occult and her glory, which is just going to be a base 2 at this
I
point.
almost think that would be a wisdom or...
Yeah, same. Either wisdom or honor.
I mean, trying to get through the Umbra, that should be a wisdom thing.
Okay, so every brutal success that I make is an aggravated damage that we take.
Yay! That's what I need.
So we each take 1 ag. So, being the modern pagan woman that she is, Hannah, wrapped in her quilt, goes over to where the mirror was and lays it on the ground, grabs some topsoil from a bucket on the counter and makes a circle and has everybody hold hands. And she says, "We are spirits of physicality and the netherworld, and we have the right to step into both." And at that point, everybody feels that aggravated damage hits them. And she goes, "Ow, sorry, didn't mean to sound arrogant."
Especially because it's already heard.
You're in lupus form? So she's just sitting there holding a paw. Like you're standing up in dog form. You're standing up in lupus form because she's forcing you, because she's holding one paw and he's holding the other.
It's like Big Norty.
It's like Norty when he's dancing. And as she says that, though, and this is actually where the ag comes from, the mirror starts to ripple like water again, and then it starts to splash upward and overflow and come up over everybody.
Oh god, it's just like the Matrix.
And we get bathed in quicksilver, which is what causes the one aggravated damage of this antique mirror that actually had silver in it. And the next thing we know, we smell fresh earth. We have soil beneath our feet. And all three of us, Phil, Joseph, Hannah, we are all naked as the day we were born. You have dedicated clothes.
I did it for them as well, remember?
Oh, do you? Did you?
Yeah.
When?
We talked
Yeah,
about
we
that.
talked
Oh, you're boring. Fine. Hannah's naked. God damn it.
That's why I was like, oh crap, I didn't do it for her.
All right. Well, Hannah's nude. It's not like it's the first Skyclad ritual she's done. But you guys find yourself in a cavern with all of these illuminescent mushrooms. These blue mushrooms just growing up out of every corner. And we have to hunt this bane on this side. So, how do we go about that?
Tracking time?
Okay. Tracking it through the Umbra requires a winning of a test of Resolve plus Survival or Occult. Difficulty of 3.
Resolve plus survival.
And all follow.
And you are a wolf. So if you use Survival over Occult, I will allow you to I will lower that difficulty to 2 for you instead.
I will use survival over it.
And I will follow him.
And I helped.
No.
I made coffee.
2 successes.
2 successes. You know exactly where it went. You can smell it. You can almost see. Have you ever seen? Did you ever play Twilight Princess?
Yes.
Okay. You know when you're Wolf Link, and when you're supposedly smelling something, you see like the glowing trail.
Yeah.
That's what you get. You can actually see what's going on, and it's heading up and out of the earth. So we all
Slowly walking because I'm injured.
okay. Yeah, you still have that 2 ag.
2 ag?
3 ag.
Talk about 4 because of the new one.
Oh, that's right. God. So you're limping
Yeah.
at this point. And so we follow him, and the basement is an underground cavern that has off in the corner what looks to be puddles of liquid silver all around. The direction that Dominic is leading us is a slight incline.
Those mushrooms.
Yes.
How large?
They're fairly large mushrooms, but they're not like ridiculously large. They're about that big.
As you cannot step on them.
How firm?
They're spongy. How hard do you poke them?
Pressure on
Oh, you break it.
Damn. Never mind.
It snaps, and you could swear everybody, especially you, especially Dominic in his wolf form, can hear what sounds like screaming and then crying, and then the glowing cap of the mushroom, which hits the ground, just starts to
Jesus.
melt and then spread out in this glowing yellow mycelium network that sinks into the ground, and the bleeding stump sucks back into the ground, and all the other mushrooms just suck into the ground to escape.
Stop breaking shit.
He growls at you saying, motherfucker. You can swear you say motherfucker.
Hannah is just kind of mesmerized by everything that's going on here.
Alright, let's go find this fucker.
And she just starts following, not even caring that she's the only one naked.
Do you want a jacket or something?
I'm good.
Okay.
She's feeling all natural here.
4.
So, you breach the surface, and you're in this massive jungle that seems to sprawl out in all directions. Anyway, as you breach, you find yourself in this expansive rainforest-looking... You breach the surface, and you find yourself in this expansive rainforest-type area. If I can get a wits and awareness from everybody while you're in here.
And watch, I'm still going to only get 2 successes. Hey, I called it.
2 successes?
2 successes.
Good work. Okay, you two feel familiar about this place. There's something about it just seems not comfortable, but like you've been here before. You will catch on right away. Phil realizes that all of the plants that are out here, all of these massive, unnatural plants, are all of the plants that she had in her house in pots. These are the spirits of all of those plants that have been so well taken care of. Now, as for Joseph, with your 2 successes, you might not fully grasp the concept of what's going on with the plants. Mm-hmm. You will notice that there's like 3 or 4... Every once in a while you look around and you see just the smallest little glowing spider web.
Is there any kind of geographic correspondence? I mean, we just came out of a cave where we were in a basement a minute ago.
You are... The plants that you're looking at, although they're huge, are in the exact same coordination as they were in the kitchen.
I want to... Okay, we just came up the
It's
stairs.
almost like a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids situation.
We just came up the stairs. I want to look left for a cabinet spirit.
You want to look left for a cabinet
spirit full of herbicide spirits.
If anything, it would be a poison spirit or...
Yeah. You look over to where the cabinet was, and you see a slightly larger, not too large, maybe the size of Bella. You know, I guess for those of us listening at home, the size of a small miniature
tiny
schnauzer. A large miniature schnauzer.
Wouldn't herbicide actually show up as like a worm spirit, because worm is technically death and decay?
Yeah,
and
it's got a purpose.
You see the magpie spirit
still
on the top, but it's sitting there clipping its beak like aggressively at these sickly green slimy tendrils that are trying to crawl its way out of a hole that it's standing over. It's trying to fight it off, but every time it flies away, it like squirts some kind of ichor at it.
Hey, what's going on?
You left the cabinet door open! Left the cabinet door open!
Why is it...
And you'll notice that the tendrils are starting to spread out across the ground, and as it gets close to the plants, they start to shrivel and die almost instantly.
There isn't a cabinet.
She's just like, why are you talking? What did I didn't do anything about this. Why are you asking me?
Because you look like you're more comfortable tripping balls than I am.
Fair, but I didn't do this. Like, I don't know what this is. How do you stop pesticides? Or how do you stop herbicides?
I don't know. I was just looking for another thing, but like all otherworldly to go after.
5, 6. 8. We're going to go with 8. It is going to... 1, 2, 3 successes. I like 3 successes. It is going to start making a hacking sound as it's attacking the magpie and starting to spread and hurt the plants around it.
Can we train an herbicide? And like,
Does anybody do anything, or you just questioning?
I'm going to try to get
I've got an idea.
magpie. Because letting a spirit get affected by that would be a bad thing.
Very true. So what do you do?
Anything to draw its attention, just basically throwing myself in between it and the magpie.
Damn, no. God damn, I didn't
If
put a
anything,
tape.
it would give me positive spirit, well, like the opposite of spirit notoriety.
Okay, so your idea is to jump in between it.
Essentially.
Okay, I do want to point out this. Imagine that there's just a spot underneath a tree that has this stuff growing out of it, and the magpie is just above it. So jumping in between it would basically mean jumping into it.
It's still better than letting the thing get near.
Okay, so you're gonna... Okay,
It's better than it getting near that spirit.
what is your idea?
Phil, looking at this
I will let you do your
at the sludge thing. Hey, stares it down.
You're using stare down
Yes.
on it? Okay, and
Work.
do you do anything, or are you just like
Oh,
watching,
sorry, I was looking up some.
or are you just watching this thing play out?
I'm just gonna growl at it, trying to scare away, as I am activating Icy Chill of Despair.
Okay, stare down, icy chill, physically jumping on it. Okay, so I guess this is going to be a strength plus brawl check.
I don't know. Strength or dex. I mean, either way, I'm.
Well,
still
you can dex plus athletics into it.
Yeah. Either way, I'm still rolling the same thing.
Okay.
Not a physical character.
It's got 2.
I got 2.
You get 2. You're not going to take any damage, but you jump on it, and
My whole idea was to basically keep it from getting to
yeah,
the spirit.
its tendrils retract as you land on it. So you've succeeded in doing what you're doing.
That was the main goal.
Okay. And
Okay,
Joseph,
so you startled it into pulling itself back in. Hey, we're here to hunt Muller, and you're going to help us.
okay. Is that a social challenge?
Yeah, I need to do charisma
Why am I
plus
remembering
honor
the
versus
rescuers
its...
down under all of a sudden?
Yes,
We
that's
got
exactly
a long
why.
way to go.
That's
And you're
exactly-
going to take us, and you're not going to get.
And you're
us
not going to give me any
anywhere.
problems about There's a reason you sense this similarity.
Okay, so what is this?
It needs to roll composure plus resolve.
Okay.
And I need to hope.
3 successes on my end.
Fuck! Yeah, so that doesn't work.
Okay. You go to stare it down.
Oh, I need
I'll
to
get
do
right
a
you.
rage check, too.
Okay.
However that fucking works.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing as a rouse check.
Okay.
So you should have done that at the beginning.
Did you win or lose?
I lost.
Then you lose a rage.
Oh, shit. Okay.
That's how that works.
Eh.
You can lose the wolf, which will stop you from being able to shift at all. And some of your powers don't work either. Okay, so you go... say it again?
Oh. We're here to hunt Richard Muller, and you're going to help us, and you're not going to give us any trouble about it.
Okay, that spurting, cackling sound, almost like the sound that the Bog of Eternal Stench makes. That...
Look, it's laughing.
that you hear... It just starts laughing at you. What do you do?
Activating Icy Chill of Despair.
Okay.
Growling, like, putting all my head out, like, trying to...
Go for it.
Sorry, I'm like remembering hexes.
So success
from,
on my
Ferngully.
rage. Like, you know, read.
Tim Curry's voice laughing at you.
4, 5, 6 successes.
So, manipulation plus intimidation.
I got 6 successes because I rolled crits again. Tonight is my night for crits. I'm excited about tomorrow. I'm gonna fail.
That is 2, 4, 5. 5 successes, but it's
5
a crit
successes. It
It's a
got
crit.
6. It doesn't matter.
Damn
It's
it.
still just a number.
I tried.
So it got 6, and on 6, it is going to puff out a gas, which then condenses into a near humanoid form. It looks like it's kind of just smoky. It's a greenish black color. It's got burning red eyes. When it talks to you, because it will start to talk to you, the hole that forms for its mouth opens, but it's just got these sticky trails that pull itself together. And it's like, what? Why would I help you?
Because you get to kill something.
Roll me a manipulation plus persuasion. Difficulty of 1.
Okay.
You give him a really good deal.
You've got yourself a deal.
Holy shit, I killed him in the work.
Yes.
Okay. I think we should really get moving quickly and not think about this too deeply.
Alright, if you want to roll another search check, which was a difficulty of 3, resolve plus survival, to see if you can find...
And you said A2 because of I'm using survival?
Yes, yes. As long as you're in lupus.
0.
0 successes?
Mm-hmm. No critical fails, but 0 successes.
Okay, you have no idea where the hell it went. The smell of this thing is too overpowering.
Pretty much I'm like walking in circles trying to find...
You ever been in a building that's like a bug bomb went off?
Yeah.
Yeah, that burning, sour scent. Yeah, that's what he's got for you.
You just see me walking in circles trying to find the smell again.
It's following him, and at this point, it is bent over, looking at the ground, and its hand has mutated into what looks like the form of a magnifying glass, and it's got a fox hunter hat on.
Oh my god.
It's just made out of the form of the poison. He's got kind of like he's got like a Sherlock Holmes look to him, and he's just looking at the ground. But every step he takes burns a hole into the umbral floor. Kind of like when you throw up in my yard.
Pure acid?
Pure acid. And the plants are shaking and trying to get away from him every time.
Kind of all the rings, the trees backing out.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hey, Joey. Little health.
We can't work with this thing, Hannah says, staring at it.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, this is the kind of spirit that lives here? Like, what the hell is this?
Tim Curry.
I had no idea that Tim Curry had an umbral presence.
You look at him and tell me he doesn't.
Yeah.
Did it have to be hexes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course
Fair
it
enough.
did.
Well, we need to find Muller like so fast now would be good.
Hannah will do a resolve plus occult. She is going to... I'm going to go ahead and say, being in the Umbra, she's gotten rid of her rage. She sits down on the ground and starts whispering to a leaf that she picks up that was on the ground, and then blows it into the air. And let's say her occult and her resolve, difficulty of 3. 1 success. I will burn a willpower. 2 successes. The fumes that are coming off this thing, the leaf looks like it's about to go in a direction, and then it bursts into flames. And the little skeletal, a little skeletal image of like the little veins that are in a leaf, just kind of like poof to ash and fall on the ground comically. I can't do anything with that here. Anybody have any ideas on how to deal with a sludge thing? I thought we were going to kill something.
Yeah, we gotta find Muller.
Well, that thing's not Muller anymore. It's now that Bane spirit that...
Why are you doing...
I'm intensely uncomfortable.
No one... You're not hiding anything. Everybody knows that there's a Bane here.
I asked the poison thing, like I'm talking as a wolf.
We get to kill a Bane? Mm-hmm. Manipulation plus persuasion.
Fuck.
You're just wooing at it like a dog, like a wolf.
2 successes.
2 successes. I'll give that to you. Your pet makes a good point. Neuter that thing. Takes away their aggression.
And I hear they stop peeing on the floor once you know...
He will literally bark at you like angrily.
Okay. 4 successes. With 4 successes, it sinks into the ground. Instantly, everything just dies. And then a path opens up as the trees just start to go blah, and start wilting and dying. Now your wolf is limping.
Following
I
it.
guess I'll follow him.
Okay. So you guys start walking through the Umbra. Does anybody have... You get to the point where you come to a clearing where there is a small pool of water, maybe about the size of like a wading pool. And it's dripping upwards to a larger pond that's above it. And there are bugs and hummingbirds and various small animals that are all upside down. You can even see fish in the pond that are just kind of swimming around above your head. This place is incredibly disorientating. You do remember that Bridget had a small koi pond in her front yard. Not as big as that thing, but most of these plants shouldn't be as big as they are.